Have you ever looked at a perfectly curated outfit in the mirror, felt like $1 million, but then walked out the door and felt like something was just off? You might have the most expensive designer handbag, the perfect haircut, and a tailored blazer that fits like a glove. But if you look down at your feet and see the wrong pair of shoes, the entire illusion of youth and vitality can vanish in an instant. It is a harsh truth in the world of fashion, especially for women over 50, that our shoes speak much louder than our clothes. They don't just carry us from point A to point B, they tell a story about our energy, our awareness of modern trends, and how we value ourselves. Today, we are uncovering the 10 shoe mistakes that are silently adding decades to your look. Some of these are so common that you probably have them in your closet right now, thinking they are your safe choices. But I am here to tell you that playing it too safe is exactly what ages us. We are going to dive deep into why certain silhouettes drag you down and, more importantly, exactly what to swap them for to look vibrant, modern, and high-end. Let's get straight into it and save your style from the ground up. The first and perhaps most common mistake is the reign of the orthopedic-looking comfort shoe. Now, let's be very clear. Your feet deserve to be comfortable. After 5 decades of life, our feet have been through a lot, and nobody wants to suffer in agonizing heels anymore. However, there is a massive difference between a shoe that is comfortable and a shoe that screams, "I have given up on style." Many women over 50 gravitate toward those thick, chunky, rounded-toe loafers or lace-ups with heavy, black rubber soles that look like they belong in a hospital ward. These shoes create a heavy, weighted silhouette at the bottom of your frame. They make your stride look bogged down and purely functional. The fix here isn't to go back to stiletto heels. The fix is to look for comfort brands that have embraced modern aesthetics. Look for sleek almond toes instead of wide, blunt, round ones. Look for lightweight, streamlined soles rather than those heavy, treaded blocks of rubber. There are so many incredible brands now using memory foam and arch support inside shoes that look like high-fashion pointed flats or chic loafers. If the shoe looks like it was designed by a medical committee, it is going to age you. If it looks like it was designed by a stylist who cares about podiatry, you have found the sweet spot. Mistake number 2 is staying loyal to the outdated round-toe ballet flat. For a long time, ballet flats were the gold standard for effortless French chic, but the version most women over 50 are wearing, the very round, very flat, often scrunchy-edged ones, has become a hallmark of dated maternal fashion. Because these shoes have zero structure and often show the tops of your toes, they can make the foot look wider and the leg look shorter. As we age, we want to create long, elegant lines. A very round flat cuts off that line abruptly. Instead, swap those round flats for a pointed toe or an elongated almond toe flat. A pointed toe extends the visual line of your leg, making you appear taller and leaner. It adds an instant edge of sophistication and polish that a round toe simply cannot provide. Think of it as the difference between looking like you are wearing slippers and looking like you are wearing a power shoe. Modern flats also often come with a tiny half-inch block heel, which is actually better for your back and posture than something completely pancake flat. Moving on to mistake number 3, we have to talk about the bulky, old-school white sneaker. We all love the sneaker trend. It's a blessing for women who want to stay active and stylish. But there is a huge difference between a fashion sneaker and a gym sneaker. Wearing your clunky, multicolored running shoes with a pair of tailored trousers or a nice skirt is an instant aging move. It looks like you are choosing function over fashion in a way that feels disconnected. Unless you are actually on your way to an aerobics class, those heavy-duty trainers should stay in the gym bag. To stay youthful and trendy, transition to a sleek, minimalist leather sneaker. A clean, all-white leather sneaker with a slim profile works beautifully with everything from denim to midi dresses. It says you are modern, you follow current trends, but you still prioritize your ability to walk for miles. It's about the refinement of the materials. Leather or high-quality suede sneakers in neutral tones like beige, tan, or white look expensive and youthful. Thick, mesh-heavy, neon-accented trainers look like you are trying too hard or simply don't care. Mistake number 4 is the infamous mid-heel pump with a chunky, square toe. This was a staple in the 90s and early 2000s, and many women have held on to them because they feel stable. While stability is great, this specific silhouette is incredibly aging because it lacks any sense of femininity or modern flow. The blocky front combined with a mediocre height creates a very matronly, stale appearance. If you want a heel that is easy to walk in but looks fresh, go for a block heel, but keep the toe silhouette refined. A pointed block heel is a game changer for women over 50. It gives you that sturdy base so you don't feel like you are wobbling, but the pointed front keeps the look sharp and sophisticated. Also, pay attention to the vamp of the shoe, the part that covers your toes. A lower cut vamp that shows a little bit of toe cleavage can actually be very lengthening for the leg, whereas a high cut shoe that covers the whole top of the foot can look a bit like a grandma shoe if the design isn't very contemporary. Let's talk about mistake number 5, which is the worn-out, scuffed leather trap. We often get so comfortable in our favorite shoes that we don't notice when they start to look tired. A shoe that is scuffed at the toe, has a worn-down heel tap, or has lost its shape is a major aging factor. It suggests a lack of attention to detail and a settling into wear and tear that can translate to your overall aura. Keeping your shoes in pristine condition is one of the easiest ways to look younger and more polished. Often, a quick trip to the cobbler to get a fresh heel cap or a professional polish can revive a 5-year-old shoe and make it look brand new. If a shoe is beyond repair, if the leather is cracked or the fabric is stained, it is time to let it go. Looking put together is about the crispness of your look, and nothing drags down a crisp outfit faster than a pair of shoes that have seen better days. Investing in a smaller number of high-quality shoes and maintaining them is always better than having a closet full of poorly made, battered ones. Mistake number 6 is wearing the wrong sandals, specifically those with too many heavy Velcro straps. We see these everywhere in the summer months. They often come from comfort brands, and while they feel secure, they break up the line of the foot and ankle in a very clunky way. These tourist sandals add unwanted bulk and can make your ankles look thicker than they are. For a more youthful summer look, try a slide or a sandal with thinner, cleaner leather straps. Look for styles that have a bit of a platform if you need the cushion, but make sure the platform is a solid, cohesive unit, rather than something that looks like it belongs on a hiking trail. A simple tan or metallic leather sandal can elevate a summer linen outfit instantly, whereas a Velcro-heavy comfort sandal will make the same outfit look dated. It's all about minimizing the visual noise around your feet. Next up is mistake number 7, which is choosing shoes that are too wide or poorly fitted. As we age, our feet can sometimes spread, and we might be tempted to move into wider, shapeless shoes to avoid any pinching. The problem is that when a shoe is too wide and loses its structural integrity, it starts to look like a slipper. This lack of structure age profiles a woman because it suggests she can no longer wear real shoes. If you have wider feet, look for brands specifically designed for width that still maintain a sleek outer silhouette. A well-fitted shoe should hug your foot without squeezing it. If you can see the sides of the shoe bulging out when you walk, that shoe isn't giving you the support or the style you need. A shoe with a structured heel cup and a firm sole will actually make your walk more confident and youthful, rather than a floppy shoe that makes you shuffle. Mistake number 8 is the all-black fallback. It is so easy to just buy every shoe in black. It feels safe, it matches everything, and it hides dirt. But for women over 50, an all-black shoe, especially in the spring and summer, or with lighter outfits, can look very heavy and severe. It can create a clump at the bottom of your leg that draws the eye downward in a negative way. One of the best style secrets for looking younger is to embrace neutral tones like nude, tan, beige, or even soft metallic. A nude shoe that echoes your skin tone creates an unbroken line from your hip to your toe, making you look taller, slimmer, and much more modern. It lightens the whole mood of your outfit. If you feel hesitant about light colors, try a soft gray or a navy, which provides the same versatility as black, but with a much softer, more youthful edge. Then we have mistake number 9, which involves the height of your ankle boots. Ankle boots are a staple, but the wrong height can be very unflattering. Boots that cut you off at the thickest part of your ankle or calf can make your legs look stout and can give an overall heavy feel to your appearance. Many older women pick a boot that is a bit too wide at the top, allowing the leg to rattle inside, which looks unpolished. The most modern and youthful way to wear an ankle boot is to find a slim-fitting shaft that tucks neatly under your trousers or sits closely against your leg when wearing skirts. A slightly higher shaft that goes just above the ankle bone is usually the most flattering. It provides a seamless transition and keeps the look streamlined. Also, avoid unnecessary hardware like giant buckles or excessive fringes, which can look like you are trying to lean into a boho trend that might have passed its prime 20 years ago. Clean, minimalist lines are always more youthful. Finally, Mistake number 10 is the lack of a third piece or a focal point in your footwear. Many women over 50 treat shoes purely as an afterthought. They think about the dress, the jewelry, and the coat, then just grab the most invisible shoe they have. But sometimes, a bold shoe choice is exactly what you need to show the world you are still vibrant and fashion-forward. Don't be afraid of a pop of color, a subtle animal print, or a unique texture like patent leather or suede. A leopard print flat or a navy blue loafer can make an outfit of simple jeans and a white shirt look intentional and high-end. When you wear shoes that have a little personality, it signals confidence, and confidence is the most youthful quality a woman can possess. If you always wear boring shoes, you run the risk of fading into the background. It is so important to remember that style isn't about following every trend on social media. It's about understanding how silhouettes interact with your body as it changes. When we hit 50 and beyond, we have this incredible opportunity to refine our style. We know who we are, we know what we like, and we should no longer feel the need to suffer for fashion. But we also shouldn't settle for ugly comfort. The market has caught up to us. There are designers making shoes that are orthopedically sound but look like they just walked off a runway in Milan. Think about the psychology of the walk. When you are wearing a shoe that fits well, supports your arch, and looks beautiful, your posture changes. You stand taller. Your stride is more purposeful. When you wear those mistake shoes, the heavy ones, the flat ones with no support, or the ill-fitting ones, you tend to shuffle or hunch over. That physical manifestation of aging is often caused by the shoes we choose. By investing in better footwear, you are literally changing the way you move through the world. You are reclaiming a youthful energy that starts from the ground up. I often see women holding onto shoes because they were expensive 20 years ago. Maybe they are high-quality leather, and you feel guilty getting rid of them. But if the toe shape is wrong, or the heel is a dated height, they are doing you no favors. They are acting like an anchor, pulling your style back into the past. Be ruthless with your closet. If a shoe makes you feel like an older woman instead of just a stylish woman, it has to go. Try your shoes on with your favorite outfits and take a photo. Sometimes we see things in a photo that we don't see in the mirror. You might realize that your go-to loafers are actually making your legs look much shorter than they are. Another key area is the material. Cheap, synthetic materials can age a look very quickly. They don't breathe well. They don't mold to your feet, and they often have a plastic shine that looks low quality. As we mature, our style should lean into quality over quantity. One pair of beautifully made leather loafers will serve you far better than 5 pairs of synthetic ones. Genuine leather and suede develop a patina and character over time, and they provide a level of comfort that synthetics just can't match. They also signal that you are a woman of substance who values quality. Consider the personality of your shoes. Are your shoes telling the world that you are active, engaged, and modern? Or are they telling the world that you are tired and prioritized getting out the door as quickly as possible? Even on your most casual days, a pair of clean, stylish slip-on sneakers or a refined leather mule can show that you have a point of view. It's about being intentional. When every part of your outfit, including your shoes, feels intentional, you look polished. And polish is the ultimate enemy of aging. Let's talk briefly about the concept of ugly chic. There is a trend in fashion right now for dad sneakers and very chunky, unconventional shoes. While younger generations can sometimes pull this off as an ironic statement, for women over 50, it can be a very dangerous territory. It often just looks like you are wearing clunky shoes because you have foot problems, rather than making a fashion statement. It is usually better to stick to classic modern styles that are timeless but have a contemporary edge. Think sleek, think streamlined, and think refined. Don't forget the power of the metallic shoe. A soft gold or silver flat is essentially a neutral. It goes with everything but adds a little bit of light and lift to your look. It's a great way to transition an outfit from day to evening without needing to change into heels. Metallics reflect light, which draws the eye and creates a sense of brightness that is very refreshing. It's a simple trick that fashion insiders use all the time to keep a look from feeling too heavy or predictable. We should also mention the importance of the sole of the shoe. Many comfort shoes have a light-colored, spongy sole that is much wider than the upper part of the shoe. This overhang of the sole creates a very clunky, wide footprint that is synonymous with orthopedic footwear. Look for shoes where the sole is trimmed close to the upper. This creates a much narrower, more elegant silhouette. Even if the sole is thick for comfort, If it doesn't extend far beyond the edges of the shoe, it will look much more like a fashion choice and less like a medical necessity. As you look at your footwear collection, think about the vibe of your shoes. Are they heavy, light, sharp, dull? You want to aim for shoes that feel light and sharp, a sharp toe, a light color, a refined material. These are the elements that create a youthful aesthetic. Avoiding the heavy, the dull, and the blunt will take years off your appearance instantly. You don't need 100 pairs of shoes. You just need the right 10 pairs that align with these principles. Fashion over 50 is a journey of editing. We edit our closets, we edit our makeup, and we must edit our footwear. It is easy to fall into a rut and buy the same style year after year because we know it works for our feet. But the world of footwear technology is changing so fast. There are so many new options that offer the support we need without the grandma aesthetic. It's worth taking an afternoon to go to a high-end department store and just try on different modern styles to see how they feel. You might be surprised at how comfortable a pointed toe flat can be if it's made by the right brand. Your shoes are the foundation of your style. They affect your posture, your comfort, and how the world perceives your energy. By avoiding these 10 mistakes, you are ensuring that your footwear is working for you, not against you. You are showing that you are a woman who is present, stylish, and full of life. It's not about trying to look 20. It's about looking like the best version of your 50, 60, or 70-year-old self. So, take a good look at your shoe rack tonight. Be honest with yourself. Which of these mistakes are you making? Don't be afraid to make a change. Your feet will thank you, and your style will reach a whole new level of sophistication. We spend so much time on our faces and our clothes, but let's give our feet the attention they deserve. After all, they are the ones carrying us toward our next great adventure. In every step you take, you have the chance to express your personality. Let that expression be one of modern elegance. Choose the pointed toe over the round, the leather sneaker over the gym trainer, and the neutral tone over the heavy black. Keep your shoes clean, keep them polished, and keep them structured. When you get the shoes right, everything else follows. You'll walk with a new kind of confidence, and that, more than anything, is the secret to staying forever stylish. Thank you for spending this time with me today to elevate your fashion game. Remember, your age is just a number, but your style is a choice you make every single morning when you get dressed. Make the choice to be bold, to be comfortable, and to be undeniably you. I can't wait to hear how these small changes in your footwear make a big difference in how you feel and look. Keep stepping forward with style, and I will see you in the next one to talk more about how we can all age with grace, vitality, and a whole lot of fashion flair. Your style journey is just beginning, and the right shoes are going to take you exactly where you want to go. Don't let a mistake shoe hold you back for another day. It's time to walk tall, walk proud, and look absolutely fabulous at any age. When you look down at your feet tomorrow morning, I hope you see a shoe that makes you smile. A shoe that feels like a hug for your feet but looks like a masterpiece for your outfit. Because you deserve both. It isn't a trade-off. You can have the comfort of a slipper with the style of a queen. It's just about knowing what to look for and what to leave behind. So go ahead, find your perfect pair, and let your shoes tell the world exactly who you are. A woman who is just getting started. Focus on the details, from the toe shape to the heel height, and watch as your entire wardrobe finds new life. Even an old pair of jeans looks like high fashion when paired with the right pointed toe mule or a chic metallic sandal. You have the power to transform your look one step at a time. Let's make those steps count. Stay stylish, stay comfortable, and most importantly, stay true to the fabulous woman you are. The world is your runway, so make sure you have the right shoes for the show. Until next time, happy styling,